So what's working well in IMI? Industry has amazingly been able to agree on the key priorities to be addressed, and we've been able to identify and articulate those in specific core topics. And moreover, although there was a lot of scepticism at the beginning of the process, large consortia have formed, and they can be successfully established around the priorities. Trust is something that takes a long time to build up, and sometimes only a few words to break. But I think we're beginning through these consortia to demonstrate and get more trust amongst all participants, not just between the industry participants and others, but also across from other participants as well. And people, I think, really believe in this. They put in an awful lot of energy, time and effort from all stakeholders, which is brilliant. Now, Sandra's already alluded to some of these key challenges, and I think, the change in the behavioural change involved in making these consortia really work should not be underestimated in terms of really trying to pull together in ways that are not necessarily our traditional ways of working, whether you're an academic or an industry person, to generate what is necessary to bring the team to reach milestones, to realise that a lot of what we're doing in these consortia is very interdependent, and therefore we have to work together to these shared objectives, to have those proactive, frank discussions about IP up front, and to see ourselves as partners. So, as Sandra said, everybody has, we all have something to gain here. But I don't want to underestimate the challenges going forward. We who are involved in, or have been involved with IMI for a long time, see ourselves as ambassadors going forward and to help people understand the real goals of IMI. And today is one of those communication tools that Michel and his team will be using to help people understand that it's different. It's not business as usual in terms of research and collaborative funding. Communication is really key, and that's where trust is important, because sometimes there are things which people might think, oh, I haven't understood this, or I haven't heard this, or I haven't been told about this, and that is where people have to accept we are trying to do our best, and sometimes we can't always communicate as easily as we would like to. All of us must, as part of members of the consortium, devote time and attention to projects. That is true for the academic partners in terms of their other research priorities, and also for companies. Even at this moment as we speak, a number of the EFPIA participants are undergoing fairly major mergers, and maintaining that commitment is going to be a really important thing going forward. These are large consortia. They don't just happen, they have to be project managed and really deliver on their milestones and objectives. And we must publicise our successes. It's always very easy to shout about the problems and a lot less to shout about the successes, and this is what we must get that balance right. And make sure we involve all constituents. The companies continue to have involvement, but also, really engage the SME community and patient groups particularly, I think is very important. But the most important thing is the quality of research. Wherever it comes from, we should seek it out across the Union as in non-traditional as well as traditional sources. And the reason for this is to get as diverse input as possible. I don't think it's actually an underestimate to say that the eyes of the world are upon this. And for all of us, it behoves us to really try and make the IMI the success that it could be. And if we do so, then I think the environment in Europe for new medicines development will be radically transformed. Thank you very much.